Bounded by the Mediterranean Sea since the beginning of time, Nice occupies a unique position in the south of France and the center of Europe. It is a young, dynamic university town. Nearby Sofia Antipolis is a major science and technology park. With a population of 350,000 inhabitants, it is the fifth largest city in France. By air, all ways lead to and from Nice. The Nice-Côte d'Azur airport ranks first after Paris. It provides links to more than 30 countries with 70 direct flights and 10 million passengers a year, 58% from abroad. Nice-Villefranche is also the top French cruising port, with nearly 300,000 cruise passengers, a fast-growing market. With its maze of narrow streets, Old Nice is bustling with activity day and night. At the heart of the old town, Cours-Saleya developed when King Louis XIV ordered the demolition of the city's ramparts after taking the city. This is one of the busiest parts of Old Nice. The flower market and fruit and vegetable market unfold their colors amid delightful fragrances every morning, except Mondays when antique dealers take over. Restored and protected, the red and yellow ochre facades light up the streets drenched in the golden Mediterranean light. Its terraces are very popular for strolling and provide moments of gustatory emotion year-round. Between the Alps and the Mediterranean Sea with its mild climate, Nice offers considerable space for nature. The city boasts 300 hectares of parks and gardens with 150 ponds and fountains. Park Phoenix features the greatest variety of plants on display in Europe. All these riches are shown in a greenhouse made of steel and glass, culminating at a height of 22 meters. Its shape inspired the nickname Green Diamond. The city is truly an open-air catalogue of styles and works of art. Nice boasts 32 listed historic buildings and 33 sites registered in the inventory of historic monuments. Built in the early 20th century when the Tsars were in Nice, the Russian cathedral is the largest Orthodox church in Europe, one of the city's many sites which blends spirituality and architectural prowess. But this great variety of styles is everywhere. At every street corner, anonymous buildings demonstrate the city's taste and know-how. Baroque, Belle Époque, Art Nouveau, Art Déco. The best of each movement has left its mark in the streets. The architects, surely sensitive to the magic of the site, gave the quintessence of their talent, masterfully assisted by the region's highly skilled craftsmen. Saint Reparatus Cathedral, the Jésus Church, Saint François de Paul, and other Baroque churches alone are well worth the visit and boast genuine masterpieces of art. The robust, well-acclimated, and immortal olive tree is one of the emblems of Nice and its region. It provides two omnipresent elements in local cuisine, olives and olive oil. Olive oil is everywhere to preserve such foodstuffs as sardines and anchovies, or to accompany them in marinades. Excellent for health, it is a key ingredient in the cooking of Nice, the only other French city besides Lyon to have given its name to its culinary style. Tasty and colorful, it uses garden-fresh products in a range from the most substantial to the subtlest. Ratatouille, ravioli, farci, stockfish, salade niçoise, mesclun, courgette fritters, not to omit squash and chard. And to accompany this delectable fare, Nice produces its own wine, the wine of Belay, one of the oldest vintages in France, a regular medal winner. Herbs and spices bring their touch to this ballet of taste, combining the most colorful foods in harmony with such simple specialties as salade niçoise, pie saladière, or sweet chard pie. Such wealth could only be an incentive to excellence, and the most reputed tables vie to offer those who stop there all the subtlety, inventiveness, and cheer of this sun-drenched culinary tradition. The fun would be incomplete if some senses were left unstimulated. Nice does its best to satisfy visitors and provide exactly the right setting for you to sample this fine Mediterranean cooking, patiently prepared, victorious, and in perpetual motion for lasting excellence. The region's first artists remain anonymous after having carved their works in the bedrock of prehistoric sites, but many of the most famous names in art history visited or stayed in Nice. Chagall, Picasso, Renoir, Dufy, Nietzsche, Alexandre Dumas, Flaubert, Berlioz, Gounod, Albéniz, to mention only a few. Here they all found a land where they could express their talent fully. Nice could not but honor them. The Matisse Museum is housed behind the splendid facades of the Garin de Coconato Villa. The master himself, towards the end of his life, began donating his works, and his family completed the city's collection, which covers the periods from 1890 to 1954. Another exceptional palace in the city of Nice is home to the Fine Arts Museum, also known as the Chéret Museum, for its collection of this famous painter's works. Raoul Dufy, too, is very much present near his beloved Mediterranean Sea, which inspired his brilliant palette. And you can admire works by Van Dongen or Mossa of Nice. There are 400 works in the Marc and Valentina Chagall donation to the state, a collection enriched by their heirs, which makes the Chagall Museum a unique site devoted to the artist. The musts include the MAMAC, Museum of Modern and Contemporary Art, whose architecture is a work of art in itself. It boasts 400 works retracing the second half of the 20th century through avant-garde movements in which Nice played a crucial role, including what is customarily known as l'École de Nice, with Yves Klein as an emblematic figure, along with Armand, Sosno, Ben, or Niki de Saint-Phal. Nice has been, and still is, host to all artistic trends, retaining only their quintessence to deliver it for the contemplation of its guests. A masterpiece of glass and white marble designed by the Japanese architect Kenzo Tang, the Asian Arts Museum is home to works representative of the main civilizations of Asia. Temporary and interactive exhibits further enrich the collections. A city of gardens, a city of art with works on display all the way into the streets to enhance further the exceptional architecture, a city of colors from the natural setting to the building's facades, Nice is a place for pleasant idle strolls with its many tasteful little boutiques and an ideal site for major brand names. From the most perfect to the rarest, Nice offers a complete range of all that is required for fine living, combining the most refined luxury and the simplicity of the joy of Mediterranean values. The reputation of the antique dealer's village, located in the shadow of the Castle Hill or of Place Garibaldi, has long since crossed the borders of the Alpes-Maritimes department, and true enthusiasts are sure to find exactly what they seek. Nice is as beautiful by night as by day, and cultivates its art of living until very late. The Opera House, inspired by the Palais Garnier in Paris, and one of the finest in France with its facade on the sea, greets the world's greatest artists. Lighter entertainment is accessible to all, from casino gambling to cabaret and café-concert. Fine restaurants are open to all the cuisine of the world, and of course, the clubs house all styles, from retro to avant-garde. In the 1960s, Nice was one of the 3 cities in France to greet the Beatles. The cradle of the yé-yé trend, it is open to all genres and is proud of its tradition of musical happenings, from the most private to the most gigantic. Jazz has the lion's share, with its great summer festival held in the exceptional Roman amphitheater of Cimiez. Performances by the Baroque Ensemble of Nice are also highlights of the season. First mentioned in 1294, the Carnival of Nice has survived over the centuries to remain one of the high points of a season that extends over the entire year and attracts aficionados from the world over.